Yahoo announcing it's approved a new $2 billion share buyback program. The company's going to use proceeds from Alibaba's IPO, of course, which took place some time back now. The new plan will expire the 31st of 2018. When it comes to Yahoo, of course, Marissa Mayer, many people laud her for capital allocation at this point or return of capital to shareholders. The big news, of course, took place earlier this year when they said we're going to spin off our Alibaba stake, the 384 million shares that we have, which were valued at about $40 billion then, a little less now, into NewCo. That's going to take place, of course, later this year. But there's still been pressure on the company to return more capital, to cut its expenses. Starboard, the activist hedge fund run by Jeff Smith, which has a relatively small position, I mean, in terms of percentage-wise, nonetheless keeps writing letters. They've been worried about Starboard. I think the nomination deadline's closing fairly soon, but there's been real worry that they're gonna come after them again for a proxy fight. I don't know the answer. I don't know that that's likely, but you have to put everything within that framework as well. As they increase the buyback.
Well, you know, it's time to go after women who have had unbelievable returns as CEOs of companies. Oh, no, that's what's been going on.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
This is a phenomenal situation that Marissa Mayer, who has been an amazing steward of capital, who renegotiated the Alibaba deal, was probably the most important thing you could do.
Right, well, they sold less. Right, which
and
was
the most important thing you do as a CEO, gets
IPO.
no credit whatsoever. I'm watching Tumblr. I like what she's doing, Tumblr. I have actually said that there's negative worth after Alibaba, and that's ridiculous. This company is a profitable company. I think the stock should be bought. I continue to say the stock should be bought. I don't really care for Alibaba stock. I like Yahoo stock. She's doing everything right. What more can these people want, Dave? What do they want?
Well,
David, what do they want?
They want them to trim expenses, which they feel are simply too high at the company. When you look at a per revenue, for example, employee per revenue, it's well below their peers.
Okay. Well, they didn't have remember that Google has that great search engine. The previous administration.
That I've heard from other people, right-sizing the cost structure and achieving what they call appropriate profitability in the core business. And maybe not make acquisitions.
Okay, well, look, I mean, does she have profitable growth for all? Not yet, but she's certainly going toward that way, and the buyback has been very additive, and I think that the company, is, when the smoke comes clear, will be an excellent company that can make a lot of acquisitions, and that's really important.
But that is the key question. I think many people, again, I think that you have to look at what they've done and been able to do in terms of returning capital to shareholders, making good decisions on capital allocation, both Mayer and Ken Goldman, the CFO. That said, it's still the open question is, can you really revive this business? Can you make this a growth business again? It is not. It is not.
I'm not going to disagree. It's not. And I've got to tell you that if you made an advertising-derived model on the web, forget about it. It's over.
Did you see the Google numbers, which apparently were misstated way low by ComScore, what their search really was, or apparently was, according to FTC documents? Their market share?
Well, that's the problem, is that you have a company that's a dominant player that's been blessed by the FTC in a business that's going handheld, which does not allow for a lot of advertising unless it's native, a la Facebook, which is brilliant. And I got to tell you, David, it's all meerkat from here.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thank you so much for checking out our channel. You can subscribe by clicking right here to check out the latest Mad Money CEO interviews, market news, financial advice, and product unboxing. Enjoy!